I like theirs better, but the Zoomer lineups might just be tanky enough and too hard for Quincy to fight as well. And they don't have the best disable, but boy, do they have a lot of slows.
I mean, we saw earlier in the day, too. I think it was G-Pride. They went and they picked up Mr. Jeans, his signature hero, which, of course, is the Viper. But they ended up running into a lot of issues just because, you know, even though he did quite well in his lane, it didn't feel like he could do much after a certain point. And I also feel like you run into the same issue with a Slardar, where, you know, if you don't have the means to back up, it's just going to be Slardar blinking into his death.
What do you mean by the means to back up after you, after you initiate?
Yeah. Exactly. So, like, if a Slardar blinks in and things have started to already kind of slide away from the side of Zoomers, he just kind of becomes cannon fodder, I feel. You know, he initiates and that's pretty much it. Maybe throws out that amp damage a little, but...
It can be like that sometimes. It kind of depends on when your sprint runs out, whether you go phase boots, drum, what your mobility is. But considering that there's a lot of generally big team fight ultimates for Quincy crew, meaning like Magnus RP, Storm Spirits, mana is maybe not the same, but Tombstone for sure. There can be good moments where that's fine. Like Zoomers definitely have just a lot more raw HP, I believe, in some of these fights, but they also don't have the stuns to back it up. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
I do like seeing Lilith on this Magnus. I think he's going to be making some pretty sick plays. I'm not as familiar with MSS as Rubik. Have you watched him play this recently? Okay.
It's been a bit, but it's definitely a hero that I've seen MSS play many times, so I don't think it's going to be weird at all in terms of output. Good denies, good laning so far here for Quincy in the top lane. Wow. Sammy got one deny there at least, but I don't know how much the Wyvern is going to be able to do in the laning stage is one downside. He's definitely more of a defensive support in terms of laning. On the bot lane, Pylai stealing lots of strength here. And what a great matchup for him, right? 2 strength heroes that he gets to play against here with the K. Buffing up himself and lowering their HP. Like, he's going to be able to do so much here. Much more than last game.
It's definitely bullying them quite a bit. But I guess the question becomes, once you're out of the laning phase, like you said before, what does he do? He's not
Tombstone.
That position 3 that we've seen, right?
Tombstone is great. Heals are great. Decay can be good. His ultimate is really effective actually against slow heroes because you end up becoming so tanky yourself that you can usually walk in and give him a little slap on the butt, which slows movement speed by a lot for quite a few seconds. So against like Viper, even Slardar, I mean, there's enough like slow and or melee heroes on the Zoomer side that Undying can be pretty useful this game. But a lot of it comes down to how good you place your Tombstone and are you in position to land slow rips. And I'm pretty sure Pylai is going to have no trouble with that.
That is what you sound like.
Oh, he got him. Got him real good.
Yeah, I did. Pi? Still fairly tanky, though. Does have that soul rip. We'll just trade some hits, like you said.
He is out of mana, though. It's the only downside here. But with the fast boots, he's pretty survivable at the moment. So we might see less impact now. MSS getting some good pressure into Sammy Boy.
Of course he's out that salve, that's for sure.
Mine.
Lane fairly even between the two of them. Nothing too wild going on there. I just feel like a lot of the times these North American teams don't really get super aggressive early, from what I've seen recently anyways. Not all of them,
Yeah, it does seem like that. Yeah, I would agree with that. Haven't seen as many kills as in the SA matches, that's for sure. But kills more likely when Quinn hits about level 5. Viper's going to have a little bit of a window there before he gets ball lightning that we might see a kill happen. But with everybody high HP over here, they're going to punch him under tower. Ooh. Almost had the opportunity, but the angle was a little off.
I don't know. I don't think they get Pi. Pi's pretty tanky.
Would have had to punch him. I mean, rolling in and then use Boulder Smash to punch one of the heroes under the tower by themselves. I think that's what he was trying to do.
Why did he?
He was a little bit off on the angle on Yor, I think. So it would have been a miss, and it wouldn't have been worth the mana. So that's why he held back from doing it, I think.
Sammy Boy 1v1ing over here with MSS. Does have Lelis nearby, though. They've got to be very careful. This Arctic Burn the push forward, and that's going to be your first blood. Sammy Boy getting slain. They'll follow up with kill on Rubik, but not quite as nice as getting a kill on the opponent core here.
Yeah, that was huge. Really big pickup. Husky going to drag the creep wave out, take some damage.
All right, Pi finding a kill. Monkeys. I think Monkeys is dead here. I guess if Yor decides not to follow. Well, he's looking like he wants this kill. Crush comes through. Monkeys trying line. Does eventually run back into Pi. He's getting sandwiched on. These trees are just going down left and right. But the roll coming out here from Ocean will push them back. I don't think there's an opportunity to get the kill on Pi at this time, unfortunately, for the Zoomers.
Last hit still very even in the mid lane. Nobody dying yet. Gunnar catapulting a little bit ahead in terms of levels. But that first blood on Sammy Boy is a really big deal. But bot lane's definitely the most fun one to watch so far.
I'm surprised they're not trying to rune control at all, too, though, knowing that, you know, Quinn's going to want to be scooping those up as... Oh, okay. Well, he can't get runes if he's dead, so...
That's true. Gets the kill pre-6. Now picks up 6. Good pickup.
Husky does have the Arctic Burn, trying to juke around here in this tree line. Be able to flap those little wings and get away. 5-minute runes are up, though. And some of those going over to the side of Quincy. Look how even everything is still. It's actually kind of wild to see.
Yeah.
All right, there's going to be a roll back on UR. There's the kick. Follow up with the crush.
Got the bash hit. He's hit him a lot of times here.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he still manages to get away. He turned right back around, though, that net. Oh! No, miss. Needs Ocean to come in here and get here fast, and he does manage to go and find that kill. Monkey's going to be able to walk away. And Sammy Boy, though. Ooh, he's taking... Oh, my goodness. Top lane. They'll get a second kill on Sammy Boy.
I'm definitely winning the psychological battle here on the top lane. Ooh, the tips come out, too.
Mm-hmm.
Anything to tilt. A little lucky for Monkeys there. When he went on the troll, he hit his first hit despite being blinded, got the bash, so a little bit lucky there, but works out. They pressure UR. Both carries having a slightly rough time here. They're still farming fine, so I don't think it's that big of a deal, but the biggest...
still neck and neck.
It is. The biggest lopsider is that Gunnar's winning mid by quite a lot against CCNC. But as we know, Viper's going to fall off in comparison to what a hero like Storm will do in terms of net worth, so... Maybe it's not going to matter in the long term, but if he does some good rotations, pressures towers correctly, it could be really effective. And Viper is actually decently good against the Troll Warlord. He can basically ult them all the time to lower his attack speed. If he stays a bit away from Troll, then he's going to have a nice effective time against him.
TP's coming out here top. Looks like Ocean wants to try to get a kill on MSS. Oh, Lelis, though. This pushes them both back in a nice little line. I'm pretty sure Husky still finds this kill, though. Turn around, has that Splinter Blast, and will collect. Lelis, unfortunately, forced to walk away here.
It's a good attempt at a save. MSS has been playing this lane really good so far, but didn't work out that time. Arcane Boots now on the Magnus, too. He's going to be able to spam a little bit more. That's basically their goal, right? Try to harass down the Terrorblade, get him in kill potential. And it's worked a few times, but might be a little bit harder now. And we're getting close to the time where TB just leaves the lane anyways.
High dropping the tombstone, but the rotations are coming out, and UR is caught over here in the corner. He doesn't have an exit plan right now. High trying to put some pressure over onto Gunnar. They can see UR over here. There's the Viper Strike like we talked about, the stun, the break.
So dead.
Is he gonna be able to fight his way out? It doesn't look like he's able to. Gunnar's very happy about this.
When he's broken like that, the game is over. He's getting no attack speed increase, and he's just like the crappiest hero ever is probably the right way to describe it. So nice rotation, but a little bit over dive.
Ocean like probably biting off more than he could chew there. And a good rotation. That's going to be a nice pickup for Quinn. Grabs the Invis. They still have the vision on him though. No mana left, but
yeah, he just wanted the rune to get the bottle refills. So use that to jungle most likely. Sammy Boy's going to rotate to the jungle now heavily here. We'll still probably see some pressure and fighting around the bot lane, but it's also effective for Gunnar to just stay mid, push the mid lane in. Usually Storm at this point goes in jungles a lot as well. The Rubik's going to try to counter push that mid.
Ooh, the slow, the silence on Pi. That should be a dead undying. And it's interesting because I feel like they thought about going back in on him, but
yeah, it's a possibility, but against the blind, it's a little bit tough, and they were on their cooldowns were gone as well. Oh, he's going Greaves on Viper. Interesting. Not as common. It's a lot more common to go like Treads, Dragonlance, but I mean, if he like Viper carrying auras is generally pretty good. It's just he doesn't deal nearly as much damage as needed usually. It's gonna be dangerous.
Lane, Vortex back. Don't think they have the response. Even dropped the tombstone for it. And Gunnar, he's pretty tanky, staying alive during a lot of this. But in the end, he is gonna fall. They've got those illusions trying to cut down the tombstone. And you are making his way over too.
Ooh. I love when they do this. He started walking a long time ago before that gank was guaranteed, but now that they've gotten the kill and UR shows up, he's the one that's going to pressure the tower. Killing this tower this early is a big advantage. Oh, good catch.
Oh, pulling right back on Ocean. They'll be able to take him down as Sammy Boy's got the meta up. He's looking to see if he could catch anyone, but they end up losing the tower. UR, eyes on the prize.
Yep, so the really cool rotation there. Taking that tower means that pressuring against TB, who's jungling, is going to be a lot easier. It's also harder for Viper to feel safe playing in the mid lane, because anybody that comes to defend him is going to be harder as well. So really cool move, a little bit unexpected, but the key there was really the successful kill, but also that EOR started walking over ahead of time to do the tower damage. So nicely done.
So what's going to be the role of the Viper now that he's opted to go for the Greaves instead of the traditional, I don't want to say traditional, but more
The older
common
build, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit older. It worked better with the way that his poison attack used to work. You'd only have to put poison attack on somebody once for it to do a lot of damage if they were low. Now you have to apply it like 5 times, and that takes attack speed. So that's usually why having Dragonlance typically is better. But he might just have a bad KDA this game. That's one way to explain it. Like, he's going to be the guy that gets pressured at the start of the fight, and the rest of his teammates are going to try to play around that. So that's why he's maxed out his passive. Corrosive Skin is already at 4 points to give him max magic resistance. He's going to go mech. That way he can potentially save his own life. But we're not going to... In some ways, it's better this way, because then it's not a big deal that his net worth gets behind, as long as, like, the Slardar and the TB have decent damage. So I think it could be useful, potentially. And Slardar's picking up Midas. At least that's the plan. Double Wraith Band for attack speed and armor. And then once he builds Midas, he'll be better at transitioning. So they've got some other options, basically, even if he doesn't get that farmed.
Hi, hunting for Husky. But with the Arctic Burn being up, oh, I don't think you want to be there, Husky. The steal coming out from the Rubik. He steals Winter's Curse. Oh no, Slardar just bashing away over on this Wyvern. But Gunner's also made this rotation. Sees Pi over here, is trying to see if he can heal himself up. Splinter Blast comes through, Gunner gets a kill. And MSS now backing off as you are.
There's actually no greater feeling than when somebody goes to juke into trees and you have vision on them from like amp damage or thirst from Bloodseeker. It's just like they start juking and then you just keep attacking them and you're like, then they realize, oh, okay, I'm dead. There's nothing I can do actually. Very satisfying to watch. Ooh,
You can
footprints.
run, but you can't hide. Well, that's looking to be it. Is he gonna be? No, not fast enough. Not gonna be able to go and get that Thunder off.
Really good gank there by Quinn. He doesn't have a lot of items, but he knows that's where TB's probably going to be, either there or somewhere else. He finds him and just has to keep dodging and interrupting the animation by continuing to do balls. So ball lightning, another attack, and bursts him down. Really well done.
I got that mech completed now on Viper. A little bit more survivability will be good when he tries to help his team push towers. They haven't put a lot of pressure on any of these towers, though. I mean, you can see that there's a ward on the bot lane trying to help them out, but they haven't really hard committed. Feels, anyways.
Yeah.
Drums?
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
They're on the hunt. Smoke's out. Lullis has RP. We'll just back up Quinn for now. No one's really interested in him, though, it feels.
Yeah, they don't have the best ganking on Zoomers. That's definitely one thing that feels really rough about their lineup.
They didn't have much
Put a
vision
ward
up
down.
either.
Yeah. Oh wow, a drum pickup for TB. A little bit more early game. They probably need it, yeah. That way he can be more effective against Troll, for example. Like, he needs to be able to stay out of melee range on Troll. So having a drum is going to help him weave in and out of the fight. They can kill tombstones with it, for example. Drum the whole team. All right, let's see how the engagement starts.
This pincer. Jump on Ocean, zip forward immediately over to Sammy, but he's silenced up. They'll turn it back around with the Winter's Curse. At this time, Quinn over here fighting off with Monkey is just gonna get zipped forward. And over on the side, they get the RP off. They'll turn back around. Can they finish off Gunner? He's survivable though. He still has that mech. He's looking healthy. And they go right back in again. Are they gonna be? Yes, they take down Quinn. They'll take down MSS and they'll be able to take down Yowar. Oh my goodness. This is Pi finding himself a little bit of a kill here, but now he's surrounded by everyone else and he will be the next to fall.
Perfect demonstration of what Viper's trying to accomplish here. He runs up in the front, he gets focused a little bit, things get a little bit hairy, but he gets the mech off, and now it's like they just used their initiation. They used RP, and you haven't killed me yet. You're gonna have a bad time. And that's exactly what they did. The storm jump was generally correct. That was mostly just zoomers having really good position. So the person that Quinn saw was the I believe the Slardar off in the front. He jumps forward on him, and that's when things got weird. The silence from the Earth Spirit was actually what saved them at the start. He instantly silenced Storm to prevent him from initiating perfectly. So just really well played, good reaction from zoomers, and they were ready for that fight, and that's why they won it.
Roll forward though, that seems like he was waiting here. Be able to get the Splinter Blast. I'm not sure about this Quinn. He's going in, he's trying to get the kill on Ocean, but he's being backed up by several heroes that are very good at helping to...
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top
Decent
tower
start to the
has
fight.
fallen.
Bloodstone Rush is what the Storm is going for. Midas is now up on Slaughter. That's really effective, obviously. Tons of attack speed. There's the Guardian Greaves. Plenty of armor for Viper, something he normally is a bit weak on, but not this game with Wraith Bands and Mech. Curious to see what he buys next. I really do not know. Maybe he'll go back more traditional Dragonlance type stuff. No, Halberd, okay. Pretty
like
much
it.
same thing. Similar, at least. Evasion is going to be amazing. Raw HP, super amazing. Something Viper really wants. But most importantly, the disarm against Storm and Troll are going to be potentially fight winning. So I like the choice.
Yeah, Troll especially, you know, when he goes into that ultimate, if he can't hit anything, it doesn't really make much of a difference then. He's just out of control and running like a crazy man.
And here's what they get from the TB. So the tower pushing is a huge factor. I think that he can do that much physical damage, but stand that far back from tower. Now they're going to go for Roche with that DD. They've got the tools, DD and Slardar. The only hard part is going to be the vision, but do they realize?
I feel like they do realize they have a ward off to the side, but...
I don't think so. Pai's standing there to try to break smokes to protect the Troll Warlord in this moment.
Well, they know now.
Yeah.
Drops the
too late, though.
tombstone. It's way too late. Way too late. They already got the Aegis. They got the Roche kill. They still got a double damage over here on Sammy and the meta.
It was a ballsy moment to do that, actually, but they got away with it. There weren't any observer wards or sentries set up. Also, there was so much action at the bottom side of the map that it was less likely that Quincy crew would have had vision in that place anyways, because they were constantly fighting other places. Ooh, this is a little dangerous. Oh, we got the sounds off.
Yeah, that's a dead Quinn.
Oh, Ocean in
Oh,
the right
the
place.
tip.
Yeah, Sammy Boy leading that one. Good old tip response. What a good grab. I don't know if Quinn was trying to fully commit. Maybe just trying to like see what he could do, but got punished big.
For sure. I love the way that they're playing this, though. I love how Ocean is usually just a couple steps behind Terrorblade at any given time. Although, you know, I say this, but he's a little bit away from him now. He's going to be backing up Gunner, and they're going to try to get the kill on MSS. And he's just climbing, clawing, trying to get away, and he's not going to be able to. Just comes back, stares at Gunner.
The old auto attack without poison attack for 3 times. I felt like a taunt right there. Very similar.
Lilith
He does get caught.
does
RP and
have the
skewer.
RP, pushes him right back next to Quinn. I don't know. Ocean's here again. Does he go in on this? No, I think they're going to back
Yeah, they
off.
got
I'm
him.
not sure he's going to try to... Oh, they have the Greaves, though. He's staying alive. Oh, the Winter's Curse coming through. Gunner going to be able to walk away, and are they going to be able to take down this troll? He's ticking down. Not quite enough damage to the roll back, and oh my word. Quinn forced to run away. Zoomers. I love it. I love the aggression.
Really good. I really thought Gunner was going to die there, but the crucial thing is that he saved Nether Toxin until the Troll shows up, because if he throws that down when he's disabled, there's no fervor stacks. That means Troll can't just press his ulti and kill Viper. Normally Viper dies to lots of single target damage, especially physical, but not when he has Nether Toxin on the ground against the Troll Warlord. So saves his life. Husky gets there in time. Really good plays by Zoomers.
Monkey's just cruising by here in the river. They see Quinn, the jump forward, the silence, everything in the kitchen sink. This poor Storm Spirit isn't even having a game.
Yep. It just feels really hard for him to play now, considering that Earth Spirit is always in the right place at the right time, and there's also a Slardar that's highly mobile and does good damage. Like, Slardar's always been a pretty good solution against Storm because he can initiate on him. Storm doesn't buy that many armor items. He has okay natural armor, but with a little bit of damage and a little bit other disable, that's going to be a dead Storm every time.
Ocean has been playing out of his mind, to be quite honest.
Yes.
Like the last game as the Rubik, and then this one now, just like perfect positioning, perfect silences. I hope I'm not cursing him by saying this right now, but it's so impressive.
It is.
It's really
He's doing
enabling his
good.
cores to do what they need to do, and that's so value. That's how you win games.
Ooh, Gunnar picking up the Vampire Fangs, more Spell Lifesteal. It's quite good. You want the Spell Lifesteal talent as well. One defensive talents to help benefit his Greaves purchase, but yeah, he is a problem right now, that's for sure. Very hard for them to deal with him, but also very relevant that it's very important that he's in the right place at the right time. He doesn't get too out of position, because any hero can die if they're far enough out of position. See Pylai die, extremely dead, very out of position.
He just
but,
wanted the
it
rune.
doesn't happen to Gunnar. He did. Did he get it? No.
No. That insult to injury. He did not even get it. Feels bad.
Yes.
Just 3 heroes immediately smelling blood in the water. A little bit of
What
a
do you get
steal
from him?
here.
Another Toxin. Not
Another
too
Toxin.
bad. That's actually quite good. Break up works really well against Slardar, stop the bash, and against the Viper as well. Break
I feel like he doesn't
skin.
survive long enough half the time, though, to make use of it.
You talking about
he
Rubik?
just really...
I mean, you
Yeah.
just gotta throw it and lift a guy, and then hopefully your whole team just blows him up right there. That's the goal. Like, realistically, Viper's a lot less tanky to magic burst once you break his passive, because his passive's giving him like 30% magic resistance. So it's like a whole hood. With that said, he still has a halberd. Those items look real tanky right now.
He's doing exactly what he needs to do. Quinn? Jumping forward. That was very ballsy. Lelis, though, following up. They're hoping they can get the kill onto Gunnar. This could be the left. There's the tombstone getting dropped. He's back up, though. He's absolutely fine as they go pulling back in. They've got their eyes on the troll. He's silenced up. He can't seem to just get close enough to any of them. They're just hiding him left and right. Quinn jumping forward yet again, but not going to be able to find himself a victim. That's the BKB coming out. But again, when you're disarmed, you can't hit anything you are. It's not going to help. And the Aegis gets reclaimed.
BKB. Really well played there by Zoomers. Never mind.
Oh, Lelis going through with the RP, but the Winter's Curse holding him into place. The rest of the team, they can Delta Split immediately. They'll go in. There's the Stolen Curse, though. They might be able to go and shred up the Gunner. He's just too tanky on the backline, so Monkey forcing them away. Sammy starts throwing out a couple of the hits. It was a beautiful curse, but Gunner was not the target. He's just too tanky, like you said.
It's really good RP too, but his team was not going in at the same moment of this, so it didn't get any profit from it.
Sun zipping back in. Quinn just nudging back and forth. Are they going to be able to? That's a nice heal, though, coming out from the Winter Wyvern. Buys a little bit more time. The buyback's coming out now from the Rubik. Been fighting around this tower. It feels forever. I'm not sure if they still want to do this. Quinn is basically out of mana. He does have a little bit left for a zip. And he's going to have to TP away. They don't have anything to cancel it out. You are on the below ground. It's a nice drop there coming out from Rubik.
It's like 5 wands at the same time. Man, Zoomers is playing so good. Can they catch one?
And they're trying really hard. They're trying to get this turtle, but the silence again, plus the BKB and the Thunder Guts off. He's able to just fight his way through. Yawar needs to be careful right now. He's taking so much damage. Gunnar still trying to get away. There's going to be the lift. Again, the saves coming out from Husky. They're so good. They're keeping him alive during all of this as they take down the tombstone on the other side. Gunnar chasing after MSS, just trying to slow him. Sammy running over. There's the break. It's got to drop on the ground, but they just walk right through it. They don't have anything to hold him into place. And MSS, he's going to get taken down. Monkey's jumping forward, has his eyes on high, and they're just going to shred him apart. There are no supports still alive. Quinn, barely. He already TP'd out. He's not going to be able to get out if they find him. He's holding his breath. They don't see him. He's actually going to survive this.
How'd he get in there? Can you walk into that spot, I guess?
I guess.
All right, I thought he was dead, dude. Zoomers has been playing this fight. They've been doing everything so well. Just perfect in and out. Like, so all those storm kills have just made all of the initiation attempts for Quincy crew really hard, because Troll is so much more limited. He rushed BKB relatively fast. He doesn't do that much damage for himself yet. And who else does on Quincy crew? It's like basically just
Radiant's
Troll
top
and
tower
Storm
has fallen.
and Rubik. So if they can't get kills when they weave in and out, they're gonna get punished on the way back.
Another halberd picked up too over on the side of Zoomers to help deal with some of this nonsense being thrown at them. Very nice. It is just so hard for Quincy crew to do much of anything here.
He's building Ags on TV, guys.
Oh, there's the Sunder. Right back into one of his illusions, too. Uh-oh, Quinn, he's out of mana. They pop the meta. They just... Ooh.
Rough one.
Clear skies for the side of Zoomers. There's no Storm Spirit around anymore. No buyback either. Holy moly,
Wow.
indeed.
Whoa, what an absolutely dominating game. They played so well, and now they're just stupidly far behind. Feels impossible to catch up now. 25-minute racks. It's been a while since we saw this. Especially one that doesn't even feel like they can defend.
No, I don't know what they hope to. I mean, you could get a great RP, but where's your damage coming from?
Yeah.
How do you follow up?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Look at monkeys.
Just in case, he's ready.
Yeah, I like it.
Radiant's top barracks
think it's
are
good,
under
it's smart.
attack. Radiant's top
Back
barracks
off, get some
has
of these
fallen.
runes. They're gonna be another tier of items coming out soon if they decide to hold off a couple minutes.
I don't think... Doesn't everybody think that TB Ags is awful? Is he always changing his mind? Or he already has it? Okay. I know they buffed it recently, didn't they? I can't remember.
There was a lot of upgrades here. Here, wave. Oh, Kai. Gonna get kicked right back in. He pops the ultimate. He pops the tombstone. I'm not sure that was the play, though. Although they are having trouble taking it down. Pi, though, is gonna get taken out. And his courier. Basically, everything that Pi owns has been killed, razed to the ground, salted, and removed. Poor guy.
Like, I guess you could argue that with Aghanim Scepter, he can protect his allies from RP, you know? If everybody
guess.
gets RP'd but him, he just transforms and Magnus gets feared away and doesn't get the follow-up, you know?
Radiant's
I almost
It's
wonder how much
kind
of
of-
Sambi is memeing, honestly.
Like, it could be, but in the sense that they're so far ahead that, like, you can be a little flexible with items, and this one, like, helps guarantee that there's no way that they lose. Because he can just press Metamorphosis, and Storm runs away for 4 seconds, and Troll runs away for 4 seconds, and Magnus runs away for 4 seconds. So if that hypothetically comes from a big initiation, either Storm spending 3/4 or half of his mana trying to initiate, or Magnus uses RP, if they take that out, or even just ulti and kill Tomb, it's like, it feels like they don't need much to just crush a team fight. So having that AoE control, semi-like a Terrorize, is pretty effective. That's what it feels like to me. And it's only justifiable because they're so far away and because they're commanding a lead.
That's possible. I think, oh gosh, I was casting some of the Great American Rivalry with Neff the other day, and he was also saying that, I forget what the lineup was, but it was essentially the same points that you're talking about now. The fact that you can make everybody just force everyone away. Otherwise, the Terrorblade just didn't seem like the greatest pick with what they had going on, but never ended up getting that Ags, and I think it would have really changed things around for him otherwise, but they're in
I'm
the
not
pit.
sold on it always here. Tomb scouts out that Roche is up and that
Oh,
they're
yeah.
taking it. We'll see if they can stop it.
Not always,
Good
but in that
pickup.
situation, it seemed
Yeah, maybe.
very likely. Quinn gonna try to go in for a snatch. Not quite low enough just yet.
It's a lot of
Look at
mana.
this. Look at the
I don't-
movement. They know he's gonna try to be a little cheeky here if they're not careful. There we go.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay, another Aegis on TB. Good luck killing him.
Has Sammy...
Good.
How many times has Sammy died now? 3?
I
That's
get
Gunner.
1 time.
Oh,
3
yes,
times,
3.
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Will be difficult to take him down now, though, with everything that he's packing.
Yep. Down the mid lane they go. Seems like there's more tier 3 items. There's more items on neutral items on Quincy because they've actually been jungling. Whereas Zoomers have been roshing and...
Oh no! Oh no, Quinn, baby, what is he doing? No,
Was-
no, no.
Is Ocean just owning this whole game? Is that what's happening? He's just like instantly silencing him every time?
He's finished his 80s training arc, and he has just arrived. He is very powerful, clearly.
Dude, he has punished Quinn so many times.
He's just been perfect. All of these moves and rolls. Even on the back line here, there's going to be the Winter's Curse. It'll hold the troll in place. Not going to do too much damage, but it'll waste some of that BKB duration as they take down Lelis. He's not even allowed to be a part of this fight. And again, those halberds coming in hot here. You are. Soul Rip buys a bit more time, but not enough, as now Pi forced all the way back. He was trying his best, but that just isn't good enough.
That's a game.
There it is.
That's the game.
My goodness, poor Zoomers.